is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. The tip is won by the Sixers.
Defense, let's go.
Seth Curry to Tobias Harris. Swings it to Danny Green. Goes to the left side for three. That's off the side of the rim, short. Brown into the front court. He'll run the offense. He gets it. Has a chance. The screen sets him up for two.
The pro game has really come down to P&Rs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Jay, for once, Trader Danny was Danny Ainge. Celtics didn't do that much, but Eastern Conference didn't see much change either.
Yeah, they didn't need to do anything if you're the Boston Celtics. You already have all the pieces to the puzzle. There's no doubt about it. The Celtics are now in the driver's seat.
Harris down to Green. Oh, nice find for the basket.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Celtics have it. Screen coming. Schroeder. Tatum. Can't get the bounce. It's Boston with the rebound. Schroeder. To Marcus Smart. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Free throws coming up.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Off the mark on the first free throw. No good on the first. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Brown with it up top. Down a point. To Marcus Smart. Finish that. Marcus Smart, good touch.
I see this happen all the time. It used to happen to me. Sometimes an easy offense allows more effort to translate to the defensive end.
Sixers have the basketball to Tobias Harris. Sizing up the defense. Joel Embiid 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Cantor. Nothing going here on that drive. To Schroeder. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Tatum. Another chance. Tatum. Not that time. The follow won't go either. Brown into the front court. They trail by 1. To Danny Green. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce.
Curling inside. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Lets it fly from long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Ball's controlled by Boston. Cantor to Schroeder. Probing the defense. To Cantor. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce. Who makes the play happen despite the defender's best.
%7 at the line. And he misses that one free throw. Embiid to Seth Curry. To Embiid. No good. Screen coming. To Jaylen Brown.
Hey, you got the screen right, screen right, screen right.
The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Cash in on the three-point play. A career 65% free throw shooter. Brown's free throw, good. And the Celtics add one more to their lead. Off the penetration, almost, but no good.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. To Embiid. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
To Marcus Smart. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
To Tobias Harris. Celtics have it. Tatum. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Philadelphia with the basketball. To Embiid. Joel Embiid. 3 for 4. Good start. To Jaylen Brown. Now ready to shoot at the line.
You see the
first one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Sixers control it. To Embiid. Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Richardson. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
To Embiid. Flushes it home. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Boston with the basketball. Schroeder. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Now, I know you probably don't want to hear this, but you have to take it one possession at a time. You have to continue to chip away. It hasn't been the best first quarter, but if you get a couple more of those to drop, you'll find yourself right back in this ballgame.
To Embiid. Ennis Cantor.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Cruises inside for two.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first. Going in the right direction.
That's out of bounds. A Sixer. Celtics have it. To Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. Driving right to the basket. Mike Scott tips it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Ferguson slams it down.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Great look and vision. Throws it down.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Curling inside. Ferguson. Another chance. Enes Kanter able to recover with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Ferguson. To Embiid. Joel Embiid. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Celtics have it. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Now a steal by Philly. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit him where it hurts.
In the slam.
That's how you punctuate a good first quarter. 3 more left to go, but you've set the momentum for the second.
Celtics come away with it. That ends the first quarter with the Celtics in front. One quarter down. Jay, is anyone going to miss? Defense was not good in that first quarter.
You know why?
Why?
Because of the versatility. Because this is positionless basketball, which makes it beautiful to watch. Everybody can triple threat, dribble, drive, shoot the 3, do things from long distance. It's a thing of beauty where this game is going.
Rebound cleared by Philly. Seth Curry. He throws it down.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Ball's controlled by Boston. To Parker.
Right.
Here comes the screen. To Parker. Good look that time, but off the mark. Lays it up and in.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
To Richardson. Here comes the screen. C.J. Miles, picked up by Ferguson. Slams it down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
To Seth Curry. From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Nothing going here on that drive. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal. Seth Curry goes to the left side. And the finish, slam dunk.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
From the painted area, won't go down. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Great pass to set it up. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Schroeder. And a chance coming up at the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First try, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Sixers have the basketball. Ferguson guarded by Schroeder. To Tobias Harris. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
I got ball. Here we go. My ball. Left.
Tatum. Shakes free and hits.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making a shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing there.
Ferguson to Tobias Harris. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. That's smart with the rebound. Here comes the screen. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? To Schroeder. Oh, Dennis Schroeder. He's 2 for 2 now.
I love when I get a chance to watch guys who can make more out of what they actually have in their arsenal. And that's who Dennis Schroeder is. For a guy who really can't shoot, he sure does put the ball in the bucket.
To Tobias Harris. And he knocks it down at the line. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Beyond the arc for 3. It's a big finish.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Ferguson. Slam dunk.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Boston with the basketball. Drive for the baseline, but it won't go down. Take stock of the floor to Embiid. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Joel Embiid has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 77% at the line. And he makes them both. Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. They trail by 2. And finishes strong.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
To Tobias Harris. To Embiid. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Here we go. I got him.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
And hits the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. And the finish. Jay, it counts for 2, but that was pretty.
That boy's living his best life.
Here's Schroeder with it. Down 2. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Seth Curry, guarded by Schroeder. Celtics have it.
When it's a tight game, those missed opportunities on the road make it tough.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
And a rim rocker. Joel Embiid.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Seth Curry to Embiid. Jason Tatum rejects it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Nothing going here on that drive. Not going down for him this time.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Celtics come away with it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
And count the basket.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two. C.J. Miles at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 80% at the line. Can't connect on the first free throw.
Number 33, Tobias Harris. And number 14, Danny Green.
No good. Missed them both. Harris. Deep left corner. Fires the three. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Celtics have it. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. Ferguson. Here again, Schroeder. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out. Gets to the basket and scores.
Here's lesson number 1. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might hit you with.
Seth Curry against Schroeder. Danny Green to Seth Curry. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. First try at the line, no good. Knocks down the second free throw. No good. 1 for 3 on that trip. To Embiid. Won't go down. Now a pass stolen by the Sixers. Knocked loose. Celtics have it. And look out.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back. Everybody communicated. Everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Sixers control it. Screen coming. Probing the defense. Trying to create to Seth Curry. 4-3. Celtics able to clear the board. Oh, ferocious slam inside. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Seth Curry. And counted at the rim.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Here comes the screen. To Jaylen Brown. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Jaylen Brown at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. And he can't convert the free throw. To Danny Green. Shot from the lane won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Ferguson, down low Green. Jason Tatum pins it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Off the iron. It came out. Deep three at the buzzer. First half comes to an end. The Celtics have the lead.
Thanks, fellas. Jaylen here with your halftime report. The Celtics are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics. The 76ers have kept it close after 1 half. And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Steals.
That must have been a difficult half of basketball for these coaches to watch. Neither team was able to hold on to the ball, as you can see by the steals in these highlights. Still, some credit should go to the guys with the active hands.
Player of the half.
Tatum has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Celtics have it. Surveys the floor. Sizing up the defense. Schroeder. Tatum. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
To Danny Green. Ferguson. Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Schroeder. Here's a chance from long range. Won't go down. Gets it in the left corner. Ferguson. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Here comes the screen. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free.
Nope. First one does not go. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Sixers have the basketball. To Danny Green. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game, and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Schroeder goes to the left side. Here comes the screen. Tatum. Tough shot. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Screen coming. To Schroeder. For three, Brown with the three, with a hand in his face.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Count it. To Jaylen Brown. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
From the painted area, won't go down. And a throwdown.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
A pass taken away by the Celtics. To Cantor. And it's Cantor. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Brown with it up top. Up 6. To Cantor. Nothing going here on that drive. Cantor. Time to shoot. To Jaylen Brown. Cantor. Shot clock violation. Time to shuffle things up. To Tobias Harris. Enes Kanter sends it away. That's his third block this evening.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Schroeder off the assist.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Seth Curry to Tobias Harris. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at three coming up.
That was such a great job.
Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. It's back to a 5-point game. To Cantor. And Jay, they call the foul.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Seth Curry, guarded by Schroeder. In a flash, scores at the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Tatum. It's Embiid with the rebound. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
And stuffs it home. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Here comes the screen. And he'll go to the foul line.
No, no, no. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Tobias Harris, couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, counted. And gets both to drop at the line. Ball's controlled by Boston. Screen coming. To Schroeder. Oh, Dennis Schroeder looking good. 4 for 5.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Enes Kanter snatching it out of the air. Fourth this contest.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Enes Kanter picked up by Seth Curry. Going to launch beyond the arc. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good. Deep left corner. Lets it fly from long range. Gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Boston with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Tatum. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still, you got to make that one.
Seth Curry.
That's yours right there. Blue, double.
And a pass stolen by Boston.
Tie ball game. Make this possession count.
Now a steal by Philly.
Neck and neck. They couldn't get anything on that possession. Let's see if we can get a bucket in transition.
To Embiid. Kicks it around the perimeter. Knocked loose. Embiid. Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it. To Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. To Cantor. And his Cantor above the rim.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Down the lane to lay it in.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Match up, baby.
Here comes the screen.
Come left. Screen, I got your help.
To Jaylen Brown. Joel Embiid. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
New blood coming in for both sides. From long range. Jaylen Brown is going to get a chance at three here. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Knocks down the first. Missed the middle one. One more coming. And he missed the free throw. 1 for 3 on that try. Off the assist.
So many people think making assist is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
You got the screen right.
To Parker. Tatum. That no good. Off the mark. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal. It's rebounded by the Celtics. Brown scores him in close.
Well, you know what the old saying is, when you assume you make a... You know what I'm talking about. You can't fault the D too much there. I was expecting to kick out 3.
Sixers control it. To Embiid. To the outside.
Ice.
5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Fires the 3. Boston secures the rebound. Tatum buries it into 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Runner here won't go. To Jaylen Brown. Beyond the arc for three. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Celtics come away with it. Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
And he finishes at the rim.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Parker to Jaylen Brown. Fires the three. Not that time. He misses. Has a look. Whoa, it goes down. Sometimes you just have to trust your gut. Deep three at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter with the Celtics in front. And that halftime lead, it was cut down in the third.
And just because the numbers on the scoreboard say that you're winning doesn't mean that the feeling on the court implies that. This team is gaining momentum. If you don't do something to gain your momentum back, you're going to come back and win this game.
Baseline drive, but he can't finish. Brown into the front court. Lead is 2. To Marcus Smart. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Deep 2 there, won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Brown with it up top. Our score all even here in the fourth quarter. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Parker. Richardson. To Parker. Jabari Parker rocking the rim.
And I know I'm not supposed to be biased. I'm not supposed to be rooting for guys, but I'm riding with Jabari. Get your work.
Celtics have it.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
To Richardson. Parker. The pass set it all up.
Bulldog. Look, it ain't always going to be pretty, but this is a results-oriented business, and this dude will always give you a good ROI.
To Embiid. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Got it. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. To Danny Green. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
To Parker. Yes, and a foul.
Point play. So many times we... It's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
And he missed the free throw. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. Schroeder. And draws the foul.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Jabari Parker has got 2 shots coming. A career 74% free throw shooter. Misses the first. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. Embiid. A pass taken away by the Celtics.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Juan Hernangomez trying to cash in on the 3-point play. He struggled so far. Can't convert the free throw. To Tobias Harris. And a pass stolen by Boston. To Schroeder. Danny Green sends it away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Oh, Dennis Schroeder. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
No, don't see the read. Be the read.
Harris to Seth Curry.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Count the basket at the rim.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Boston with 4 to shoot. To Parker, 24-second violation. Seth Curry to Danny Green. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. To Parker. Right down Broadway, 4-2.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Knocked loose. Celtics have it. And the finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Seth Curry at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He struggled so far. Free throw up and good as he finishes off the 3-point play. The lead is down to 6. to Marcus Smart. Shot from the lane won't go. To Tobias Harris. And a rim rocker. Joel Embiid.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Celtics have it. Joel Embiid, huge block. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. To the basket, but his shot stays out.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
To Tobias Harris. Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Sixers have the basketball. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. Enes Kanter swats it. Ooh, 5 now. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Kicks it around the perimeter to Marcus Smart. To Schroeder. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't connect. From the outside, no good. Goes to the right side. To Kanter. 4-3. Not getting the bounce. Knocked loose. Got it.
And that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Now pass stolen by the Sixers. Embiid to Seth Curry. Jaylen Brown with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
End score, strong take.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
To Embiid. Enes Kanter tips it. Incredible. 6 tonight.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Cashes in for 2.
You know, Ed, so many times we see people flexing on social media in the offseason, but they rarely put in the work, the substance. Not Jaylen Brown. This dude's been putting in the grind every single day in the gym. He's ready.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Nice finish at the rim. Now the Celtics going to use a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game.
You know, Ed, usually in timeouts, you see coaches give these rah-rah speeches. And what happens is it goes through the player's left ear and out the right. They don't pay attention. I've been a part of those huddles. What I just saw, though, I saw a coach snap a clipboard. No doubt about it. He has his team's attention.
Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. Schroeder to Jaylen Brown. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Now a steal by Philly. And a nice finish at the rim.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Here's a chance from long range, trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. Yes, tough shot. It's got to go up to go in.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. It's actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
Dennis Schroeder, it's no good. Shot's not going down. Harris, great feed, sets it up. 2 points for Danny Green.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Seth Curry to Embiid. Strong finish that time for Danny Green.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court.
Celtics have it. To Cantor. Sixers have it.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Timeout Boston. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 remaining. Brad Stevens will change up his lineup. Schroeder guarded by Seth Curry. Danny Green to Embiid. Seth Curry to Danny Green. Terrific vision.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Danny Green. Big finish at the rim.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
To Embiid. Short jumper off the mark.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
He's been doing this for years. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Seth Curry. Here again, Schroeder. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Schroeder stuffs it down with authority.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Now ready with a couple of free throws.
No. I tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Schroeder to Richardson. To Schroeder. Nice pass to set things up.
I love when I get a chance to watch guys who can make more out of what they actually have in their arsenal. And that's who Dennis Schroeder is. For a guy who really can't shoot, he sure does put the ball in the bucket.
Sixers control it. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. Oh, big finish at the rim.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Celtics have it. Easy path to the rim. Sixers call for time. They trail by 2. And the question, do they look for the tie in overtime? Or do they go for it all with a 3? Deep 3 at the buzzer. Yes! 3 for the win at the buzzer. It came down to one.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers gave us one of the most exhilarating plays in all of sports. The buzzer beater. Great shot to win the game. Here are the guys who put up the most points. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Celtics must be devastated after such a close loss. And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Joel Embiid seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again, he kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
The 76ers won in dramatic fashion, ending today's matchup with an incredible buzzer beater. You can see it again right here. You'll definitely be seeing this one on SportsCenter. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Philadelphia 76ers. The guys who put up the most points for the Boston Celtics. The 76ers couldn't have ended this game more dramatically. They got the victory on a buzzer beater, and the celebration was pretty memorable. Check out the leading scores for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Celtics finished on the losing end of a close score. And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. Check out the leading scores for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Joel Embiid was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.